2019, and so many more. Professor Arunachalam has evaluated more than 450 PhD candidates by checking Viva was even by giving them guide in different universities of India, and even as an academician, it is too little to say about it. Now, I would like to request Professor Arunachalam to deliver and present on his topic, research design, and which is very much important for our research, not in social science, but also other sciences also. So, I would like to request our this second session research person, Dr. P. Arunachalam sir. So, please, sir, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Pathak sir.
I'm not doctor, sir.
Mindu
Yes, sir.
Pathak.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you for your nice introduction. And first of all, let me congratulate for organizing such a nice program. Nowadays, it's quite common to see everywhere. People mostly concentrate on COVID and its impact on COVID in various parts of,
India.
India.
But here we have different type of seminar, particularly much useful to the younger generations. Research methodology is not a simple area. Government of India now the new education policy proposed that by 2040 nearly 50% of our younger generations should go for higher studies and research activities. And the government of India is spending only 0.7% for research activities. And now we think of increasing that one to double or triple the budget for research activities. So our younger generation will be most beneficiaries for that aspect. And the government of India also decided to increase the budget, increase the nearly 6% of our GDP will be earmarked for education sector. In that respect, younger generation should be trained properly, so that the previous speaker is an excellent presentation. Sir clearly stated that what type of steps one has to take regarding review of earlier studies conducted in our research areas. So if reviews, through reviews only, we can come across the research gap needed for what to do next, and in what way our research work is different from previous studies. And he clearly, made it clear to the audience. Now I am coming to same similar only. The before, in fact, review of literature comes later. Research design supposed to be discussed first. Research design is nothing but what one researcher has to do or plan to do for next 3 years or 4 years. That one has to decide and plan accordingly. It's nothing but a plan only. When government of India is telling that within 5 years we are going to have this much development in the social development, industrial development, or infrastructure development, something like that. So similarly, here also in the research also we have to plan in advance. So that's what research design. We have to plan in advance. So first step, we have to identify the research area in which we want to do research work. Accordingly, we have to go for research design. Suppose if you are interested to do a research on interstate migrant workers or international migrant workers, then we have to you have to plan in such a way that where all over India migrant workers are there. in which state you want to concentrate, and from which city you want to concentrate your work. What type of, I mean, sample technique you have to adopt, what type of statistical tools you have to use, and how many reviews you have to collect, and how to present your, I mean, research findings in a scientific and systematic way to the readers. And as Professor earlier pointed out that we have different type of, I mean, publishers. We cannot send our migrant problem, a study related to migrant workers, to a study which is on, I mean, development issues. There are labor specified international journals are there, impact factor journals are there. So we have to do our research work, then we can send our papers to that particular journal. Not every journal will not accept whatever may be our research work. Every journal is specified, maybe finance oriented, or labor oriented, or, I mean, women oriented, or development oriented. So these are all, I mean, different aspects are there in research activities. For that, we have to plan much in advance. Research design in simple way. What I can say that if you want to construct a house, what are the steps we have to take before planning or drawing a picture of a draft of a house. Suppose we have 50 lakhs to construct a house. I mean, this money, 25 lakhs we arranged from our own fund, and another 25 lakhs through banking or some private agencies, or keeping our jewelry in the bank in such a way. At any cost, we cannot increase the budget more than 50 lakhs. That amount is fixed. Accordingly, we have to go for a house construction. And first we have to do, immediately we will approach an engineer, I mean, a civil engineer who is expert in construction of houses or buildings, material use, so many things are there. And as the engineer, we have a plan. We have a plan to invest nearly 50 lakhs for constructing a house. We need, we have to convey our requirements. We have 3 bedrooms. We need 3 bedrooms, 1 hall, 1 kitchen, and compound. And what are the facilities we need? We can explain to the engineer. Accordingly, the engineer will bring a picture. The picture, I mean, the different designs, designs, but keeping all whatever ideas in his mind. 3 bedrooms, a hall, balcony, and how many windows, what is the size of the room, what is the height of the house, what about iron one has to use, what about tiles one has to use, what about paint one has to use. So like that type of so many, I mean, issues will come in between, and everything he will plan, and he will bring the picture to us. From that picture, we can easily understand that he prepare the house plan in such a way that it will not exceed more than 50 lakhs. To that extent, he will bring a picture to us. Now, we have to decide, okay, at primary stage, what one has to do. Secondary stage, what one has to do. Third level, what one has to do. And we have to decide accordingly. We should not ask opinion from our relatives, friends, or our colleagues. Suppose if we tell something, discuss with others, they will tell that you add this portion, you delete this portion, so they will come with so many modifications. If we keep on listening our relatives, friends, our colleagues, then the house the construction may not be, I mean, completed within 50 lakhs. That will, I mean, it will go, I mean, at any cost, 25% cost of escalation will be there if we listen to our relatives, friends, and colleagues, and whatever may be suggestions. But our idea is to completed within that 50 lakhs, we have to construct a beautiful house. That we have to keep in your mind. Same is the case with the research. Research, we have only 3 years time. Even UGC or ICSR, they are giving fund for 3 years. Maximum, suppose if you have MPhil degree, within 2 years you can complete your research work. If you don't have MPhil program, you can go for 1 more year. I mean, that way. But to maximum 4 years is permissible. Now, what we have to do? First 3 months, 6 months, first 6 months, what we have to do? Already University Grant Commission clearly prescribed that first 6 months mainly for coursework program. We have coursework mean what? Generally, students have different opinion about coursework. During the coursework itself, as Professor already pointed out in his previous presentation, first 6 months, we have to go for conceptualization of our research program. Then collect maximum review of literature. Maximum review of literature, studies available in our research work, that we have to do. Then discuss with many experts. Yes, your teachers may not be having enough knowledge regarding how many publications are available, how many research already carried out in that particular research as work, that they may not be interested in your work. So what you have to do? Nowadays, it's quite common and easy for the younger researchers. You can consult anybody, not only your university level, your state level or India level, you can go at global level. Even if suppose if you want to discuss some issues with our Amartya Sen, just to go to his email, send a mail to him. Within a week, you will get reply. Suppose if he is busy, sometimes you will get reply immediately. He used to tell that okay, this area you can go, that area, this area you can go, or that area you can go, and this journal you refer. Similarly, you will get informations. So this you have to do within 6 months. Coursework is not writing 3 examinations and passing the examination is not like that. This is the area. This 6 months you have to maximum utilize in such a way that formulation of your research work, research problem, you should finalize it. So based on your research problem, based on the review of earlier studies, you have to formulate. What would be the statement of the problem? What research gap you found from earlier studies? As Professor in the previous studies pointed out that there are so many Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Because there are, there are so many studies already conducted in our area, and what we have to do, we have to collect. If you are a good researcher worker, if more studies are available in labor studies, something like that, or migrant workers, try to cover maximum number of research studies during this period. And so that you read all the literature available in your research, in your proposed area, and try to bring out what area they have already researched, and so where is the research gap? How your study will be different from their studies? Whether they have conducted a survey, done a research work on migrant workers about within the state migrations, or interstate migrations, or international migrations, whether it is related to social security measures, or it is related to the asset creation areas, it is related to their economic conditions of migrant workers. That there are so many areas are there. Even if you want to study about migrant workers, different aspects are involved with the migrant workers. You have, by reading earlier studies, by referring, by reviewing earlier literature, you could come across in which area they concentrated and which areas which is not been which area they already conducted study, and in which area which is not been researched so far. That area you have to find out. Maybe, I mean, even if 10% gap is there, you can make use of that research gap, then you can move accordingly. And so, review literature will help you, as a professor already pointed out, review literature will help you to a large extent. Because through review literature only, you have to design what type of, from review literature, you can design your statement of the problem. From review literature, you can write out a significance of your study. Then from the significance of the study and statement of the problem, you can formulate objectives. From objectives, you can formulate, I mean, hypothesis. From hypothesis, you can come to methodology section. As I told that, whether which area you want to concentrate, whether within the state migration, other state migrations, urban, rural to urban migrations, or interstate migrations, or I mean international migrations, you can clearly, I mean, specify in the methodology section, and your data collection period you can write. Then you can clearly state that your study is based on primary data or secondary data. That also you can clearly state in the methodology section. You can clearly state that this study is based on both primary and secondary data. I mean, suppose your study is based on primary data, definitely you have to make use of secondary data in other areas. So you can clearly make a statement on that one. That's well and good. Then period you can study, and then sampling method you can define. What would be the sample size? That also you can, I mean, bring out in the research methodology section. Is that generally, if sample size is more, I mean, if suppose if number of workers are much higher, then at least minimum 400 sample size is prescribed. I mean, there is no scientific method of telling that whether 400 or 500, 600, something like that. Minimum 400. Suppose if sample size is so large, then at least collect some data from at least 400 sample respondents to have, I mean, to get a clear picture about the clear nature of the workers. That's very, very important. Minimum 400, I'm telling that. But certain areas, the previous section, some student asked, if there's no review literature, if no review literature is available, Professor plainly pointed out that you have to go macro level, micro level, something like that. And that way, in certain cases, the number of workers may be very much limited. Number of workers may be limited. In that case, you can go for a census method. If number of workers are very large, then you can go for percentage method. At least, if number is given, at least try to cover 10% of the universe. If universe is very large, at least minimal level 400 sample size is a must. This also you can provide in the methodology section. So methodology section, you can clearly state that whether your study is based on primary data or secondary data, or based on both primary data and secondary data. That also you can clearly state it. Then what type of statistical tools? One of the advantages of reading more literature related to our research work is that most of the time, the young researchers are more confused with what type of statistical tools one has to use in their research work. Whether t-test should be used, or I-square test should be used, or ANOVA to be used, or populator proportion should be used, or any methodology, any models should be used. That type of confusion they will get after selecting the topic. All these problems will be over. Will be you will get a clear idea by reading the earlier studies conducted in your area, because there are so many experts at India level, world level, carried out research works about migrants, interstate migrants, international migrants, their socio-economic problems, their financial problems, their work related problems. If you review those research studies, you can easily come to the conclusion that what type of statistical tools they already used in their research studies, you can use the same I mean, tools in your research work. Nothing wrong in that. It's not copying somebody's work. As in the areas our professor told earlier, presentation professor told that plagiarism will come. But as far as statistical tools are concerned, there won't be any plagiarism. I mean, as far as the tools are concerned, because tools is quite common. Any statistical tools, mathematical models can be used by any number of researchers. No problem at all. There's no scientific rule that only Americans can use certain tools. Indians cannot use certain tools. It's not. There's no criteria on that. We can use those tools, those techniques which were already, adopted by earlier researchers. In that case, you are lucky. You are lucky because you can use same techniques, same tools, techniques in your research work also. In that case, it is quite common nowadays. It's quite common to see that many studies conducted in foreign countries are available online. So if you go through those literature, you can easily find out what type of tools, techniques used by Americans or Australians or Europeans in their research studies with respect to migrant workers within their country or within European countries or between European countries and America or between America and New Zealand or between America and Australia. There are studies related to migrants among these areas. And they have statistical tools used for their studies. You can make use of the same tools. So that tools you can use. That tools you can use. So you will get complete idea regarding that. You need not be confused. What tools suitable for you? What tools applicable for you? What tools applicable for your data? You will get complete. You will not get any problem related to those aspects. Here you will get complete idea regarding that one. So in that aspect, you are clear. You'll be lucky in that respect. What I can say that if you refer many review of literature, if you review more studies related to your topic, that will solve many problems. Even sample size you can decide. You can statistical tools you can decide. Then data source also you can easily find out. Data source also you can easily find out from the literature survey. So that aspect you will be lucky. You can easily find out the data source, and then these are the things you got right clearly in the methodology section. So research design by reading first 6 months, as I told that first 6 months, what you got to do, you got to go for a thorough review of earlier studies conducted in your area. And by reading earlier surveys, earlier literature, earlier studies, you can easily find out concepts of clarification with respect to your work. You can formulate, research statement, research problem. You can formulate, significance of study. You can formulate objectives. You can formulate hypothesis, and based on this work, you can very well you can write methodology of the research work for your research work. See, if your first chapter is, perfect, if your first chapter is perfect, if your first 6 months, if you fully utilized your time properly, what one can say that you will not face any problems after that. First 6 months, very, 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 very important for research activities. Dedication is very, very important for research activities. For that, I will come later on for an example. So first 6 months, that is, formulation of a research problem. In that problem only, you have to review, you have to read more literature related to your proposed topic. Based on your literature, you can easily find out a research gap, for your study. And after that, you can easily, identify research tools, sample size, techniques, and the data source. Everything, possible if you make use of the first 6 months, scientifically, systematically, and with little bit dedication. So that first design, research design, that is, 6 months important. Second 6 months, what you got to do? You got based on your, first 6 months experiment, then you got to write on the examination. Present University Grant Commission clearly stated that, you have to write one qualifying examination after undergoing a coursework program. Then you have to clear it. I mean, though it's a coursework program, examination point, this and that, but actually, what one is getting idea in the first 6 months is that regarding your research work only, regarding your purpose formulation topic only. So that research, that design is 6 months. Next 6 months, what you got to do? Next 6 months, you have to test it. You have to, based on your objectives, based on your research, your statement of the problem, you have to prepare a questionnaire. You have to prepare a questionnaire. The questionnaire should be, nowadays, I mean, it is not, I mean, very tough job for our researchers to prepare a questionnaire, because nowadays questionnaire, earlier, some 30 years, 40 years back, it was very difficult for the younger researchers to prepare a questionnaire, because online questionnaire were not available, and most of the theses were kept inside the HOD's room or director's room, locked. I mean, even the library also, the theses were not, I mean, available. So, I'm telling about 40 years case. And even when I was a student also, theses were not available in the libraries. But nowadays, thesis is available online. For example, our university thesis is available online. By sitting in Assam, you can easily go to the Cochin University of Science and Technology website. You can go to the library and see how many theses are available, how many totally how many theses are available, then how many theses are available with respect to labor studies, that you can find out. Then you can open the thesis, you can read the thesis, I mean, available in our library. So that type of, I mean, scientific development took place after so many years. So it is not easy, it is not so tough for researchers to preparing a questionnaire. You can very easily prepare a excellent questionnaire for your research work by downloading the earlier questionnaire carried out by some other researchers. But what you have to do, you have to modify the questionnaires according to your requirements. But for example, suppose if you want to study interstate migration of workers from Assam to Kerala, and there are studies, but within Kerala itself, there are studies available with respect to migrant workers in Kerala, and you can refer those questionnaire for your research work, and you just download it. How to prepare questionnaires scientifically, I'm not coming to that point, because as I told that ready-made questionnaires are available nowadays. As ready-made food is available in the market, ready-made questionnaire is available. So you need not, I mean, take any risk or pain in preparing a good questionnaire. Very good, excellent questionnaires are available with respect to migration studies, health of workers, or finance of workers, and I mean, economic background of workers or social background of workers online. So you need not worry about those aspects, but you download the questionnaire and modify the questionnaire according to your requirements. What area you are concentrating, whether you are concentrating Assam workers to Kerala, or Assam workers to Maharashtra, or Assam workers to Tamil Nadu, or Assam workers to Karnataka, or Assam workers to Gujarat. In that way, yes, I mean, the areas are different, then the work nature of also different, wage structure is different, and the friendliness also different. For example, in Kerala, workers are, I mean, welcomed with wholeheartedly. I mean, here employers generally, people are very friendly with the migrant workers in dealing with. They are very happy with the workers. The workers are also very happy with their employers. That way. Though, I mean, how much salary wage they are getting, I mean, it's not known to us, but still, the workers are happy and the employers are also very happy. And but at the same time, certain if you go to Maharashtra, the culture is different. Maharashtra, the workers are sentiment is different. Maharashtra employers sentiment different, and political interference also is different. Even some when some years back there was a problem against migrant workers in Mumbai, and the Bihar workers had a lot of problems in Maharashtra. So when you formulate a questionnaire with respect to Assam workers in Maharashtra, Assam workers in Kerala, the situation are entirely different. How much wage they are getting in Maharashtra? How much wage they are getting in Kerala? So you have to prepare a different type of questionnaire. What type of what type of work culture they have in Maharashtra? What type of work culture they have in Kerala? And what about the housing conditions? What about the education for their children? Same is the case with in Maharashtra. What about housing conditions, the working conditions, or the extra financial support for rent a house, or even sending their children to schools, or extra some financial support for constructing a house. So these are all different between Kerala and Maharashtra as far as some workers are concerned. So when you download a standard questionnaire available online, you make some modifications according to your requirements. That will that will give you that will give you according to your choice, according to your area of research program, you can modify your questionnaire. Then it is always better go for a pilot survey. These are things you have to decide. First 6 months, what you have to do. Second 6 months, preparing a very good questionnaire, and also go for a pilot survey. Pilot survey of conducting, distributing your questionnaire to 10 or 15 sample respondents selectively. Then asking their opinions. According to their opinions, you can modify the questionnaire. Then you can standardize your questionnaire. This should be conducted within 1 year, a 1 year period for this one. Then third 6 months, you can go for data collection. This is the third 6 months, you can go for data collection. And how many data collection, it varies. Data collection in which area you identify is very important. You have to think that only 6 months period you can spend for data collection. You have to plan. Don't think that if not this week, next week I can go for data collection. Because once you, after planning that your sample size should be around 400, your sample size should be 400, and every day, how many samples you have to, how many respondents you have to contact. Because you may be assumed that every day you can collect data from 10 workers. Something like that. But actually, if you go to the field, it is not. It may not be possible. Sometimes only 5 workers may be available. Sometimes, some days only you can meet 10 workers, but sometimes 5 only. So your plan will, change. So to avoid all these type of inconveniences, what you have to do, you have to plan in advance 6 months only for data collection, and particularly, if researchers, if girls who are doing research means they should be careful while selecting the area, because you cannot travel long distance. You cannot approach the workers in their living places. So some are you got to contact them through with some male members support or parents support or employer support. Only how to contact the workers. So many restrictions are there, and so next third 6 months only for data collection. Data collection you have to you have to plan that 6 months. There is no other engagements. Then the fourth 6 months, you are compiling your data, and you are compiling your data and making tables. How many, according to your number of objectives, according to your number of questions included in your questionnaire, you have to prepare a master table as well as minor tables with respect to their income structure, with respect to their social structure, with respect to their expenditure structure, with respect to their other income structure. and working structure, or their family background structure. So many different, I mean, area will be socio-economic conditions wise, religious wise classification, age wise classification, income wise classifications, then their expense wise classifications, and so many, I mean, classifications you can do from master data. From master data, you can go for this type of minor classifications in the second year, I mean, fourth, I mean, 6 month period only for compiling your data and the classification of the data, and you can decide around 50 tables, or according to your number of questionnaire, you can easily decide that whether you have 50 tables or 75 tables or something like that. So that you can also decide. Then after the after second year, the fifth 6 month analysis and interpretation of your data, analysis and interpretation of data. So while analyzing your data, you can easily, you have to discuss with many experts. You have to discuss with your guide. First, you write an analysis. You discuss with the supervisor. The re-analysis your work. And while doing analysis, you can refer the literature survey also. The review of studies what you have, I mean, reviewed in the first 6 months. You can refer those studies also. Those findings also you can incorporate your analysis part. I mean, while the analyzing table, you can include their findings in your research work, but properly cited. Properly, I mean, it should be cited properly. That way, you can connect with one another, all aspects. That after this section, the last 6 months, the third year, last 6 months for writing, as well as, I mean, printing and presentations will be there. You got to go for many presentations. Depends upon institutions. Presentations vary from institutions to institutions. And but now in our university, every 6 months, students used to present their findings. I mean, present their progress report. Some institutions, I mean, they will submit the presentation only the last moment. Some institutions like have viva examinations. Some institutions no viva examinations. So, if you plan like this, within 3 years, you can bring out an excellent, I mean, research, I mean, thesis. Yeah. If you plan like this, within this 3 years, you can publish papers also. As I told that the fifth, I mean, the fifth 6 months, you can go for present, I mean, publication of research works. I mean, in reputed journals, or the previous our professor clearly pointed out indexed journals, or even Scopus index journals you can go for. But as far as India is concerned, better you go for UGC recognized journals. So that it will be easy for you. And like this way, you have to design your research work. If you design like that, there won't be any deviations from your I mean, your objectives. There won't be any deviations from your statement of the problem. There won't be any deviations from what you find out from your what you have in your mind, and what you find out from the workers. So that way, one can easily say that, I mean, you can. This is a design. That's what I told that. Research design is like a constructing a house only. If you ask others' opinions, friends' opinion, relatives' opinion, parents' opinion, then you will not move anywhere. As far as research is concerned, review of literature is the basic for our research. Review of literature, if we have strong literature survey, if you are so strong, so many research, I mean, survey you identified means you can easily move forward. If, as somebody in the previous, as I told, if you have limited literature survey available in your research work, definitely you should be careful. Definitely you should be careful because you will be something. You have to put a lot of effort in the direction of research which you are supposed to move. In that way, you should be careful in that aspect. So uh, uh, your research, that is, this may be the reason which is clearly pointed out that
Excuse
within,
me, sir.
yes sir, coming sir,
I think two devices going on.
yes,
That is why your voice is going echo. You please
here,
mute one device, sir.
here in the,
Okay, sir.
okay,
Okay, sir.
okay sir.
I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. Yes, I did not know that. So that way, students should be careful
Sir,
with
going on, sir. Same problem is going on, sir.
same point, sir. I switch over.
I think one have to disconnect, sir. Yes, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Just a minute, just.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Now, okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's fine, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. So this way, students can. This is the reason UGC has clearly has stated that 3 months, 3 years. Sorry, 3 years. One can bring a very good, excellent research work. For that, clearly stated that financial support is available. Financial support is available by UGC as well as ICSR. So by utilizing that money, you can plan. Then you can submit your research work within 3 years. 3 years with 2 or 3 publications also. With 2 or 3 publications also. With 2 or 3 publications also, you can complete your research program. And another advantages of review of literature is that you can find out the research technique, not only that one, research techniques also you can find out from your earlier studies. And can you hear me, sir?
You are audible, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. You are okay, sir.
Okay. So, so if you want to complete your work scientifically within 3 years, you have to plan. This research design is nothing. You plan and then move accordingly. You plan and move accordingly so that you can complete your research work within 3 years with 2 or 3 publications, and that too in highly cited journals. You can publish your research work. And this is what research design. You got to design. I mean, it's supposed to plan much in advance. That's what I want to share with you. And the previous speaker, professor, already clearly pointed out that publishers are different. They simply will not accept any research papers. They they accept only areas in which they concentrate. And so, if you want to publish your papers, you have to send your paper in area where the journals publishers are very much concerned about that. You should not send your papers to all publishers. So, this way, I mean, this way we have to plan much in advance. So we can complete like completing building a very good house. We can also do a excellent research work. And this is what I want to share with you. And if you have any doubts, please ask me. We can have totally free to discuss it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation and also whatever you have been mentioned regarding research design and also regarding the entire procedure of for a research, which is very much important for research scholars as well as the students, those who are reading in degree level and even in master degree level, because the government of India already initiated new education policy in which they have given much more importance on research. So it is quite essential to know each and every part of research so that the students and scholars of our country, they can progress and can compare our students with other parts of the world. That is why your presentation is very important, relevant, and entire program, I think, whatever you have mentioned in your uh, topic are very significant, and it will play a very significant role, especially in the process of our research for our forthcoming generations. So it's the time for some queries or interaction among with the students. So with you, and so I request the participants, if they have any question, learn something from you regarding their queries, so they can put their question in front of you. But again, I
Yes,
request
research means raising doubts only.
sir, hello, sir. Please, I request the participant to give put their question, or they can ask their question directly. At least one question, please.
No, people should raise questions. Okay.
Okay,
Research means clarifying, seeking questions only.
no, sir. One participant should ask one, then because there are so many participants, they can should take their facilities to ask questions. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Let them ask.
Okay, sir. I request all the participants, if you have any question to our resource person, you can ask. Dear participants, respected participants.
No, the beginning of a research is a doubt only.
Yes. If you have doubt, any doubt regarding our the topics of research person, Aruna, please unmute all. Any question?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, madam.
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation. I have one question, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Minimum, how many papers will publish before submitting the thesis, sir? And when?
The University Grant Commission
Ah.
prescribed 2 papers.
Okay, sir. And when,
But
sir?
some universities used to say UGC care list journals. Some universities used to say, what is referred journals, referred journals. Some universities will say in the high indexed journals, but there's no scientific criteria regarding this one. But as far as possible, better we publish papers in the UGC listed journals. UGC listed journals. That may be you will be in a safer side.
Okay, sir. 2 papers only. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Any more doubts from other participants? Any more doubts from other participants?
Pratik Hose raising hand.
Yes.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Sir, how do I match my research methods to my research questions? Is there any... Hello?
What is that?
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. You please ask again, please.
Yeah, sir. How do I match my research methods to my research questions?
Once I asked me, what is?
Sir,
Yeah,
he is
so
asking
again,
that how can he match his research questions with his research methods?
methods.
Research questions with research methods.
Yes.
No, no. For that only, I suggested that if you have thorough, knowledge with respect to studies conducted in your area, you can easily connect. In what way? For example, Amartya Sen has had conducted study about poverty and income inequality and asset creations. Suppose if you want to study about same issues, poverty, inequality, and asset creations at present, in what way he utilized the research problem with the techniques. Same way you can do it because his period was different, and the period you are going to do research on the same area may be different. State wise may be different. In that respect, you can use same. That is why you should be thorough with earlier studies conducted in our area, whatever may be your area. Then one can easily say that. Otherwise, I cannot assume that in what way your questions are related to methodology. If you have complete knowledge about studies conducted in your area, definitely you can easily correlate research problems with methodology. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Jadav Chandra Bosumatre from Pottote University. I would like to know something about the reference part. It is if there are 4 or more than 4 authors of a particular article or books which I am going to refer, then how to name them in reference section? 4 or 5 like that authors are there.
4 or 5 different methods are available.
Yeah.
Then you can select the best one. Because as he
No,
told
no.
that,
My query is that if in a book the names and the authors are 4 and 5 are there in a book, I would like to refer that particular in my reference.
okay,
How to name them?
how to reference it? For example, Gupta and next Mishra, then 2 more authors. You can easily refer that Gupta and all. Gupta, it's just Gupta and all, and put the year last within the bracket. Gupta and all. That's a term is there. In fact, the reference term is there. First write Gupta and all. Yes, that's a term.
Okay, sir.
Within the bracket is just the year, in which year they have published the book.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Journal reference also should be in the same form only.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, welcome. It is a scientific way of writing the references.
Zoni Gupta, you have, I think, any query?
Yeah, hello, very good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes.
You are-
Yeah, very good evening, sir.
Yes.
So first of all, I want to say that your presentation is so informative and it's really nice. Sir, I want to ask one question that for AMPhil, how many papers are required, like mandatory to publish? Number one, how many papers are need to be published? Number one. Number second, can any publication of a paper be equivalent to an interview? Like if I'm publishing any interview, full-fledged interview, so can it be equivalent to any paper publication? Like can it substitute?
You can publish any number of papers. Is not if you publish more papers, it's welcome. Welcome one. But recently, what I understand from some UGC, maybe UGC circulation or some recruitment, board of concerned state governments, no mark was given to publications.
Okay.
No mark was given because that's what I mean. I understood. They concentrate on other activities.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
welcome.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any more query?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Query. Yes.
Sir, good evening, sir. Myself, Rakul Gogoi. I want to ask a question, sir,
Yes, welcome.
about plagiarism says. Plagiarism check, sir.
What is that?
Plagiarism check, sir. How to check the thesis or article about percentage of plagiarism check.
It better you bring it to at least 0 level. That is always better. So the is plagiarism. One thing one point I would like to share with you regarding plagiarism. In fact, first chapter is of yours. First chapter, introduction, statement of the problem, objectives, hypothesis, methodology of study, then scheme of the study, then limitations of the study of your own. So there won't be any plagiarism. Then the review of literature, you are, writing somebody's abstract, or you are writing a brief summary of research work carried out in your area, and generally there's a chance of, plagiarism will be there in the literature chapter. Then when you are going to theoretical framework, the theoretical framework chapter also, there's a possibility of plagiarism will come more, because theories we may download from sites. Yes, labor. If suppose your research work is about migrations, there are so many migrant theories are there. If you download it and copy it in your research work, automatically plagiarism will be there. But generally, what I want to tell you that the plagiarism should be 0 level in your analysis chapter. Analysis chapter means how many objectives you have, how many, according to how many analysis chapters are there, then your analysis chapter, there should not be any, copying or, using somebody's data. Analysis chapter should be 0 level of plagiarism. Others, in the review of literature section as well as the theoretical framework section, definitely there will be a bit more plagiarism because we are downloading it from somewhere. But in the case of analysis section, there should not be any, plagiarism. The 0 level, it should be 0 level, because analysis is your own work. Discussion is your own work. Interpretation is your own work. Table is your own table is your own work. So table analysis, interpretation, and presentation of your analysis chapter of your own work. Definitely, there should not be any, plagiarism. Plagiarism should be 0 level. That's what mainly, we want to check it, not the theoretical chapter, theoretical framework chapter, and review of literature chapter.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for my question. I have got the answer.
Professor Goteswar Barua. I think he is not. Manisha Satapathy, do we have any query?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is the difference between research design, research proposal, and research synopsis?
Research, synopsis is you are submitting by the time of application for a PhD program. Suppose you may be having only vague idea. You have some idea to do research work on labor migrations, something like that. At that time, what you are preparing is, research, synopsis. But research synopsis always is subject to revision, something like that. But research design, it's a plan. It's a plan, within which you have to complete how much money you can allot for your research, carry out research work, how much you can travel, and how much time you have to allot, I mean, for each and every, I mean, to carry out your research work, something like that. And the last one, research abstract means is a finished work. After completion of your research work, suppose every university or UGC is directed that by the time of submission of research work, you have to submit a small abstract of your, I mean, research, I mean, work, what you have carried out, maybe around 10 pages or 5 pages, something like that. That is the research abstract is a finished form of your finished abstract of your work. So these are the, I mean, 3 differences among these what you have asked.
Yes, sir. So, is there any difference between research synopsis and research proposal? Both are same.
No, both are same, more or less same only. But subject to, I mean, verification and changes, subject to changes. But in the case of research design, I mean, once you planned, you should not change it. That's what I want to tell that. Once you designed, once you planned within the first 6 months, these are the objectives, these are the hypotheses, these are the sampling technique, these are the sample size, and these are the period I have to complete my preparing questionnaire, these are the time I have to go for data collection, these are the period I have to go for analysis, these are the period I have to write my work, then submission of work, then publications of 2 papers, 3 papers, something like that. If you change it automatically, your entire idea will collapse. That's why I told that if you change your I mean, research design, I mean, automatically you cannot, I mean, end up with your work within the period. That's, you should not change it. This you have to decide the first 6 months itself. After that, you should not go for any changes on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now, Sivopriya. Hello. Another participant, Sivopriya. Hello. Sivopriya, do you have any query?
Chakravarti, Mahasweta Chakravarti raised some doubts.
Yes, sir.
Yes, welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Before starting any PhD work or any research work in a particular university, maximum university seeks an research proposal or a brief methodology by how we will pursue our research. But at this time, before starting any research, we don't have a clear idea about how the methodology will go on, because a vast literature review we cannot do before research commencement. Then what to write in research methodology before the PhD work is started? First to write in synopsis.
Synopsis, I mean, it says generally the synopsis you need not write clearly of what type of statistical tools, what type of sampling techniques, sampling methods you want to adopt, something like that. You just write that the synopsis, appropriate, I mean, statistical tools and sampling techniques will be utilized. Because first 6 months after joining for a PhD program, first 6 months is designed for getting knowledge about sampling techniques, sampling tools, techniques. So many things are there for the first 6 months. You simply write that at the heading, methodology of the proposed study, appropriate statistical tools and techniques and sampling techniques will be utilized. Use that sentence, that is more than sufficient, no problem at all.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, you are audible. Fauzia, participant, you are audible, you please ask. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want
Some echo is coming in.
Yes.
Your voice is broken.
Can you write? Can you write it? I mean, the chat box. Can you just write the question?
Please put your query in our chat box.
Hello.
Yes, Fausia. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yes. Yes.
Sir, my question is related to statistical tools. What are the common statistical tools in social science researches?
What type of
statistical tools we use in social science researches?
Yeah. These statistical tools, that is depends upon your nature of work. Whether your study is based on secondary data, whether your study is based on primary data, accordingly you can decide, you can select a statistical tools for your analysis. But that is why I told that if you are thorough with review of literature, your confusion will be, I mean, solved. Now, in the earlier literature survey, there are so many techniques they would have used. The earlier researchers would have used so many tools and techniques. No problem. You can make use of same techniques in your research work. No problem. But should be the topic should be related to your research program.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Welcome.
One question.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thank you for your nice presentation. Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
So I have a question. Can I use a t-test for large sample?
T-test mainly generally used only for small sample size, less than 30 sample size only they are using t-test. T-test generally used for measuring a simple mean, comparing two means, or I mean regression correlation analysis, or p-test. For that purpose only they are using t-test. But generally it is used when sample size is less than 30. If sample size is more than 30, then t-test cannot be used, I mean, at present in the social science.
Sir, sometimes we see that the t-test is used for large sample also. So is there any justification for using t-test for large sample?
There is no scientific rule. I mean, is categorically stated that we should not use this table for this these tools for this purpose, something like that. For example, I mean, certain exceptional cases, people used to test it by using tools which meant for small sample size, and also tools which meant for large sample size. In the case of small sample size, they used to do it. But it is up to the research scholar to defend why he used particular tools in his research work. But certain cases you will not get, I mean, exact, I mean, interpretation of data, what you intend to convey to the audience. You cannot use justification in the sense that it may be true, sometimes it may not be true. That type of answer you are supposed to give.
Okay,
yes,
sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Excuse me, sir. There is a question in the chat box. Sir, is SPSS is mandatory in social science research? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I heard. I understand that. Sir, first of all, even you mathematical tools, statistical tools. I mean, not. I mean, it is up to you, up to the researcher's capability of using those tools. Suppose you can describe. You can go for a descriptive study. Why do you want to use tools which you are not familiar with your research work? Even SPSS package is easy package available online. That is why students are going for that one. But otherwise, such tools are not, required or necessary for social sciences. But you can go for simple, descriptive analysis. That is more better. What is needed in our research work is that the common people should understand it, understand what you have done, not in X, Y, P, Y, MY, so many, statistical, notations. People should understand. The people who are doing research, people who wanted to read your research program, or policymakers who wanted to refer your thesis should understand that, and you have done a good work, and they could easily understand it. And for that, SPSS package tools and are not necessary, but that will help you to give very good explanations. That's all. But what is essential in our research work is that others should understand what you have written, what study you carried out, and what you have written, and even very simple sentence is sufficient. You need not write complicated sentences in your research program. You should convey your work in a simple manner. That is sufficient. Yes, sir.
Janto?
Yes, I have not seen any question in the chat box more.
One question is there, Tamang Brahma. He asked a question, but his voice was broken. He asked about case study method.
Study.
Case study, sir, but it is a very long. Okay, sir. You can proceed, sir.
You read the questions, sir. No problem. Let us.
Yeah, his question is not a question. I want to know about case study method. He mentioned like this. Tamang Brahma. Tamasing Brahma.
No problem. We can give the answer later on by reading.
And there is another question in the chat box. I just catch up it. In present COVID pandemic situation, which research design would give better results? This question is from Joita Borua.
Which research design will give better results? To recover economy or find a new medicine? It depends upon invention of new medicine. If new medicines are available within a month, we go for recovery stage. Within another 1 year, our economy will move fast, go to the sky high level.
One question is there from Dr. Sibor Prasad. He asked, is there any difference between research question and hypothesis?
Yes, there are differences there.
Yes, sir.
Research question, based on research question only, you have to formulate a statement of the problem. So from the statement of the problem, you have to formulate objectives. From objectives, you have to formulate a hypothesis. So research questions will be there in the introduction, in the introduction chapter, introduction section. So from the based on the research questions, you have to formulate a statement of the problem. Then objectives, then hypothesis. So research questions will come at the beginning. Hypothesis will come only at the end.
Okay, then Janto, please proceed. Question.
There is no question in the chat box more. Participants have already asked their questions, and due to time limitations, so we cannot continue. Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation, and I hope that all the participants have benefited from your presentation. I request Mr. Mintu Pathak to proceed or conclude the session, please.
Okay, thank you, Jantro. So we have today completed 2 sessions, 3rd and 4th session, and tomorrow there will be another 2 sessions, in which one from Guwahati University and another from I think Nehu. There will be 2 very dignified research persons available for 2 topics. And today, Dr. P. Arunachalam has given a very nice presentation in front of all of us, and I think, as like Jantro have mentioned, that all the participants, honorable participants, will be benefited, and I myself, and also Jantro also, we are also research scholar even too, and we are also benefited from your speech and presentation. Thank you very much, and I wish you for a grand success in future, and hope that you will meet again in another.
Thank you, Mintu.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
No, in academic, we always should be cooperative to one another.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
And also, you are most. I welcome all the participants to visit Kerala once. I mean, particularly organizers. You must come to Kerala for in future references. I mean, conduct studies related to research activities. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. So now we declared that today's session have been we declared as ended, and tomorrow again we will join at 4 p.m. exactly. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.